This is Left Side of the Brain. Like, share, and subscribe. And today, we want to cover a topic that we haven't touched yet. We want to talk about the passing away of the hip-hop legend, DMX, Dark Man X. His real name, Earl Simmons. Date of birth, 1970. He died a few days ago. And, you know, I like DMX. I like his music. I remember that album he did. Hell is Dark and Hot. I think that's the title. I think that's the title of the album. But anyway, he made good music. I consider him a real hip-hop artist. And, you know, DMX was no different than anybody else. You know, we all live, we all have a day of departure. That's life. But what I want to speak about is DMX, he saw the real side of the HPB realm. I saw some of his videos, like his most recent interviews, and you can tell that he had seen something dark. You can pick it up. If you're a Jag, you can pick it up. You can tell that in the music industry, he experienced the Illuminati side of the music industry. You can see it in his eyes, man. You can see it. Whatever happened to him, they took part of that man away from him. We all know the story. He was tricked into smoking crack at the age of 14 by one of his mentors, which is a very sick thing to do to a person. So someone like DMX, you know, he went through things that was out of his control. And that mentor who tricked him into smoking crack, it led him on a journey of being addicted to drugs, alcohol, drugs. He didn't have his mother, but through it all, they say he was able to find God. He gave his life to Christ, which means he had a soul, because I don't know about your religious views or anything. That matters not to what I'm saying. But it shows that he felt broken on the inside. So he reached out for the higher power, to the higher power, before he left this earth. And that's very important. And I want to say something else. DMX is a story of a lot of people that goes untold. See, everybody in his life is not going to get a grand announcement when you pass away. That's very, very, very rare that they're going to announce someone's death and the whole world is going to hear about it. You see, if he wasn't the rapper, we wouldn't have heard about his story. You see? And That's leading into my point. See, the point of this video, what I'm making is, you can get a greater message out of everything. And the message I'm about to drop on you is this. All of the fame in the world, it doesn't save you from having a hard life. You still will be faced with problems. You see, this world itself and fame is like a drug. Once you get it, it's like a quick fix. It's a quick hit. So he experienced that quick hit, that quick fix. See, none of these artists are here to stay. Especially these days. It's like people don't make classic music like they used to. So you'll have an artist that come out this month, and by next month, you don't even hear about him. So I believe that, and I'm making a point. I believe that his drug addiction, in conjunction with the drug addiction of fame that comes and goes, led him into a greater depression. He already had a troubled childhood. And ultimately, they say the drugs killed him. But ultimately, it was the despair that took DMX out. Another point I'm about to make is this, and this is the grand moment. DMX is remembered as a rapper, but in this life, we shouldn't strive to be famous just to be remembered. Just being remembered for being something famous, that's not enough. That's not doing anything. How many times have you ever heard of a person dying and passing, and they went down being remembered for seeing through the veil? How many times have this world ever celebrated somebody like myself? Let's just say if I died, would this world put it all out on CNN that left side of the brain passed away? Left side of the brain discovered that the HPB realm exists. Left side of the brain saw through the veil. He broke the blindfolds. He spoke about the components of what makes this world operate. He was a jag. He had a soul. He pointed out soulless people. He identified what the HPB realm was, the human prison bar realm. Left side of the brain wrote a book breaking down the 6 laws that governs the HPB realm. Left side of the brain spoke about the secret wars, us versus them. United souls versus them, trivial humans establishing mayhem. Left side of the brain spoke about how having kids does not solve the problems of the world. He spoke that people shouldn't have kids because your kids are only being served up as slaves to the HPB realm. How many of you think the news media would ever tell that story. You already know they wouldn't. So my point is, living this life and being famous does not save your life in the end. And also, going out and leaving this world not having the information of the HPB realm means that your life was in vain. So I don't know if DMX discovered the HPB realm truth or not. That's not the point of the video. The point is, people only recognize a person's celebrity achievements. That's what I thought about when he died. I was like, they're not going to say anything about whether or not he saw through the veil. They don't mention things like that. And that's because they don't deem it as important. It's not popular. So that's why so many unsung heroes or jaguars die every day, but they go unsung. But in this video, I'm going to take time out to dedicate this video to all of the unsung jags who lived and died and discovered the truth that the media would never support or talk about. Those are the true celebrities in the spiritual realm. Us jags are the true celebrities. We the ones that if we die, it should be all over the news. People like us. But see, the world celebrates its own. The world celebrates its own. That's why we got to be the voice for the souls and let the media be the voice for the soulless. Now, I'm not saying DMX was soulless. That's not what I'm saying. Those with ears, let them hear. And let the deaf remain deaf. And I'm going to leave this video at that. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Like, share, and subscribe. And HP Jaguars up, HPB's down. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.